our issue is a supply issue. Our issue is not enough movies. We know the numbers: 36% fewer films released last year, 20% fewer films released this year.
And of course, the twin problems that the industry has experienced, the writers' strike and of course now the actors' strike, that does mean that there will be fewer movies coming through the pipeline. So I suppose the UK cinema industry not quite out of the darkness entirely yet.
No, we're not out, and the strikes were very unfortunate from a timing perspective. The Writers Guild were on strike for 100 days the last time, and we didn't really feel it because the studios managed the releases of their films over the next few years following the strike, following the resolution of the strike, and quite effectively. So we didn't really feel it. This time feels a little bit different, that if it goes for a longer period of time, then it might feel the impact of it. The actors' strike, SAG-AFTRA, it's different. I mean, that's been 40 years since their last strike and 60 years since both the writers and SAG-AFTRA were on strike together. It's been a long, long time, and the stakes are high. And we are hoping that because the stakes are so high, that there will be a quick resolution on it. 2023 movies right now, fortunately, all the big summer movies, the Mission Impossibles and the Guardians and the Elemental and Indiana Jones and then Barbie and Oppenheimer, they're all out. They've been marketed, they've been promoted, and we're in good shape. And I think that probably holds true for the rest of this year. If this was a lengthy, protracted, drawn-out strike, then that would hurt the industry. I don't think anyone expects that will happen.
Cinema, the movies, they are a huge part of my life. Clearly not as big a part of, clearly you've got, they occupy a larger part of your life than mine. But I do attend the cinema regularly. I purchase a lot of films because I'm in that lucky position that I have the disposable income to do so. And I suppose that we remain in a cost of living crisis. We know that there is less money in people's pockets than before. People are having to make hard financial decisions. And at times like this, often the first thing to go are the disposable pleasures, the trips to the cinema. Is that still a major factor for organisations like you?
Well, I mean, we are very conscious of what our customers have gone through in the last 18 months. I don't think anyone saw the extortionately high energy costs that came through, the double-digit inflation. That hurt everybody without exception. We are very big users, as you can imagine, of energy, whether it be our projectors or air conditioning and coolant and heating. But we have done our very, very best not to pass it on to our customers because we understand how difficult time they're having. And we have, at over half of our circuit, we have tickets starting from $4.99 for first-run feature films that have just been released, for exactly those customers that are struggling. We want them to be able to come out and enjoy, like everybody else, a first-run film. And we have on weekends for families. We have Saturday and Sunday morning kids clubs where families can come out and again watch new movies at a very affordable rate. So we've done our very, very best to try and kind of make it affordable for all of our customers.
Because I suppose you are operating not just in a competitive environment because of the cost of living crisis, but you're operating in the world of streaming services, of video on demand and so on and so forth. And if you want people to be going to the cinema in 20 years from now, you really want them to be going to the cinema regularly right now.
Yeah, I mean, streaming services had their day in the sun, and that's come and gone. And I think during the pandemic, during that kind of 2 or 3 years that we all went through, where there were no movies, cinemas were actually closed for a lengthy period of time. And our customers love movies. We all love movies. And because they had no choice, they turned on to the subscription services, which by themselves are not inexpensive either. But they were watching those at home. And you watch a great movie at home, when the kids are out, and you get an Amazon delivery and you get neighbors and people calling and 18, 20 different distractions, it's not the same experience. And I think once the pandemic ended, then our customers started returning, and they started returning in record numbers. And there is no aspiring filmmaker on either side of the camera who grows up dreaming of putting their movie onto Netflix or a small screen. They want to go and watch and see people enjoy their movie in the biggest screen they possibly can, people laughing, crying, whatever that emotion might be. It's so much more powerful when it's shared socially.